Hi everyone, welcome to the TRP Cohort 111 virtual graduation. Thank you all for being here today. And I want to acknowledge before we get started, we have some special guests, which is awesome. And I hope they join our graduations from now on. We have the track program from the Women's Correctional Facility. I see Steve's class in here. Yeah, if you just want to give a wave. A lot of students come from the track program and into the ANU program. So I'm really excited that they're able to attend and see all of your successes today. Just want to start out and thank Port of Seattle for funding this cohort, and we'll go ahead and get started. Just a few housekeeping announcements before we get going. This graduation is being recorded. So if you have friends or family that weren't able to join today, the link for the recording will be sent out to the class a couple hours after the graduation ceremony. So keep your eye out for that. We do encourage everyone to use the chat box, congratulate each other throughout the ceremony, and at the end we'll have some time to go off of mute and talk amongst everyone and give a final congratulatory message to the students. But if you're not talking, just out of respect for our speakers and the videos that we'll show for each student, if you could just please keep yourself on mute until the end when I allow you to go off mute, that would be great. So just a run through of the ceremony that we'll have this morning. We'll have some opening remarks by our Executive Director, Karen Dove. And then we'll have an overview of what TRP, or our Trades Rotation Program, is by our Program Manager, Jamie Jackson. Then we have a couple of guest speakers today. We have Lu Jiang from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, who's going to be presenting a scholarship award. And then we have Michelle Lane from Laborers Local 242, who's going to give a congratulations speech to all of you as well. Then from there, we'll move on to Cohort 111's videos. Because we're not able to be in person, we pre-record videos from each of the students talking about their journey from before ANU through the program and where they see themselves going after this. And then we'll move on to the presentation of each of their certificates, and then we'll have some closing remarks by myself and Karen. Before we get started with Karen, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge today is actually National Women in Apprenticeship Day, which is cool because it falls on our graduation of our women's cohort. So just a special message from Cohort 111 here, and then we'll get started. All right, and then I'll go ahead and hand it over to Karen for some opening remarks.
Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well today. Happy Women in Apprenticeship Day. It's a great day to be celebrating with Cohort 111, their graduation. This has been a great class. It's come together and done a lot to support ANU and to support our program over the last 11 weeks. So big congratulations to all of you. I'm excited to be celebrating with you today, and I know that your future is bright in the field. As I also want to give a big shout out to everybody who supported them at home. I know this can't happen without people at home supporting our graduates and helping them. Some days, I'm sure, even get out of bed to make it to class. It was early mornings and a lot of hard work. I went in the other day when they were exercising, and I could tell that they had been putting in the work. So congratulations to all of you, and thanks to the people at home who helped out too. And always a big thanks to our funders for helping us do these cohorts. We can't provide these opportunities to people without funders, and so I want to take a moment to thank you all. Charter Construction, the Cement Masons and Plasters of Washington, City of Seattle, Lakeside Industries, Sound Transit, Venture General Contracting, University Mechanical Contractors, GLY, and the Tudor Foundation. Thank you so much for supplying, for donating supplies, PPE, funding for our cohorts, all of you who helped with mock interviews and tours and things like that. Greatly appreciate your support. Again, Cohort 111, I want to say congratulations. You guys did a great job, and I can't wait to see you in your future as the foremen and leaders in construction. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Karen. So now we'll go to Jamie Jackson, our program manager for TRP, to give a quick overview of the program.
Sorry about that. Good morning, Cohort 111. This day has came. We've been anxiously awaiting it. Our journey started 11 weeks ago and encompassed 41 hours of professional development and personal development practices, 40 hours of apprenticeship, competency evaluations, 100 hours of construction career exploration, 40 hours of math skills, 26 hours of safety certifications, and 33 hours of physical fitness. That totaled 280 hours, and that didn't include the 3 hours of speed mentoring, as well as the 8 hours of service learning hours that were done outside of our program. So the core competencies, and all of our students spoke very well to all of these throughout the 11 weeks, is just developing the knowledge and skills to effectively compete for entry into and retention in the apprenticeship and construction jobs, as well as all of them mastered their preparation to be successful in passing the apprenticeship competency evaluations for entry into the trade training program. So I couldn't be happier and prouder of this group. Definitely a lot of work been put in, and the results it showed in the outcome. So definitely appreciate it, and thank you.
Thanks, Jamie. So next I have the pleasure of introducing Lou. She's program manager for the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. We're excited to welcome her here today.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Can folks see me okay?
Yep.
Okay, excellent. Well, let me just say that I am so thankful to be here today. I am so excited to talk to the graduates in the room. So first and foremost, good morning, graduates. Congratulations on your graduation. And thank you so much for allowing me the honor to be part of it. Is my volume okay, folks?
You're good. Thank you.
Excellent. And also let me just acknowledge all the wonderful staff, parents, families, and friends who might be present with us as well today. Before I begin, I also want to acknowledge that 2020 has been and continues to be a very difficult and trying year, with many factors impacting our everyday life. But despite the turmoil, individuals like you are demonstrating the resilience in all of us, which is to overcome each challenge your way. So I applaud you for your strength and persistence. So allow me to introduce myself. I am Lu Zhang, and I am a lawyer by training, but I currently work for the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, a global nonprofit. I'm also the founder of the new Lu Zhang Apprenticeship Award. And at this time, I also want to congratulate Shanalynn Mariano-Franco, the recipient of the 2020 Lu Zhang Apprenticeship Award. Shanalynn is a student in the Trade Rotation Program Cohort, soon to graduate with a desire to enter the Operating Engineering Apprenticeship Program. So Shanalynn, thank you for your hard work, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Now, many people ask me, Lou, you're a lawyer, you're not in the construction trade. Why do you want to support ANEW? And my answer is very simple. I don't need to be in any different trade to know that women are not well represented in the workforce, just like women are not well represented in the legal field. My philosophy has always been that all women deserve to be in the workplace, any sector, any industry, anywhere. Let me tell you a little bit more about my story. So I'm an immigrant, and I grew up in a very humble Chinese household. I was actually once homeless, and I experienced firsthand the forces that keep people like me without resources to achieve my potentials. That has really shaped my philosophy and my commitment to support other women to achieve their goals. In particular, I'm always interested to find ways to support either academic or trades program because I believe with that, women can truly be able to select a career path that can propel them to true economic mobility. When I decided to enter law school, I was actually told to not do it, to give up, because I'm not going to be able to make it. I was even told by a judge that I should quit because an immigrant Asian woman will have a hard time finding a job. It will be too tough for me. In fact, he predicted that I won't even be able to pass the bar exam. Well, as you probably now know, I did finish law school, I did get my law degree, and I did pass my law exam, in fact, in my first attempt. So the moral of the story is that you shouldn't limit yourself, and don't let others put you in a box. You have the power to shape your destiny. I think that's why the work that ANEW does is so important. It provides the practical training and knowledge for all you to do just that. Because with the right tools, right skills, right knowledge, and the agency, you are all able to shape your life, your destiny, and carve out your path. And with that, once again, I want to thank all of you. Congratulations and best luck to you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you being here with us this morning. All right. Next, we'll hear from Michele Lane of the Laborers Local 242. Take it away, Michele.
Hello. I don't know if you guys can hear me all.
Yep, you're good.
Oh, good. I just want to say congratulations to all of you. I'm so excited and happy for this day for you guys. I believe almost all of you guys remember me. I got to be in there and I try to encourage you guys every day when you had to do all your hard tasks. And I'm so excited to see you guys out in the field and see what you guys actually go after. Every one of you guys are so capable of exceeding so high beyond everything you guys want. And I'm so just excited, honestly, that there's all you women are trying to achieve the goals that you probably want or need or actually help other women succeed. I wanted to say, stay persistent, always repeat all your efforts because it won't go unnoticed. Aim high, remind yourself why you're doing it, because I know there's many, many different reasons why every single one of you guys are doing this. I'm so excited that you guys went through ANEW. It's ANEW is just something that I wish I could or knew before I started my labors, but I got to find out about ANEW during, and oh my goodness, what a great organization to be a part of. Also, remember to take time for yourself, aim high, and again, congratulations to all of you guys. And I can't wait to see you out there.
Thanks so much, Michele. Appreciate you being here as well.
You're welcome.
All right, so next we'll move on to celebrating each graduate. And we had a couple of people placed early before the very end of the class, and you're next going to hear videos from each student and their journey through ANEW. We'll start with Erica.
Hi, my name is Erica. Before ANEW, I was in the commercial lead painting trade, and after that I joined the military, and then unfortunately I fractured my hip in 3 places. So I came home back to Washington, and I have a baby now and a dog, and I really like the environment and the steady workflow and the area of the hard work and the satisfaction after it. So once I heard about ANU, I wanted to get my foot in the door and get back into the trade. I'd have to say that my biggest takeaway since I've been here at ANU is the self-confidence and the education as far as knowing about the different trades that I might have heard before but I didn't have any information about, and the teamwork and the confidence to talk in larger groups instead of just a one-on-one. That was a huge thing for me as I'm trying to breathe. As far as the trades that I'm interested in, my passion is carpentry. I've really had my heart set on that, but through ANU and learning about all the different trades, it's really opened up my eyes to sheet metal along with electricians and oh man, so many options. It's just kind of like floods my mind, but my heart's definitely set on carpentry, and it's been really awesome to learn so many different avenues on techniques and things like that, and that's big thanks to CC and Jamie and Ryan and everyone here at the program. I couldn't be more thankful for all of it and all the help and education that they offer. Hi, my name is Erica.
Okay, so Erica, I picked one word to describe each student that I'm speaking on the behalf of, and Erica's assertive. She knows she thinks for herself, and she is her own leader, as well as she's extremely positive and confident. And that's great character, as well as makes a really good employee and a valued employee. So definitely assertiveness and definitely going to be missed. Appreciate her.
Thank you. Next we have Kayla, and Kayla's video is a little bit different because she was actually featured on our social media page for our week of giving next week. So it's a little bit more fancy and geared towards that. So.
For ANU, I was currently incarcerated. I worked 2 full-time jobs to get to Seattle, Washington to be a part of the Cohort 111 class at ANU. ANU has given me the mindset, the skill set, the knowledge, the endurance, the confidence, and I'm so determined and confident today where I'm at to be a part of the local 86 ironworkers. After ANU, I plan on being in a field, with a current wage, not minimum wage, a living wage, and your support of ANU will help change someone's life. Donate today.
For Kayla, I chose determination as the word to best describe her. Set goals and keep going until she achieves them. Focuses on a purpose and will not be distracted. Keeps on giving even when it gets difficult. So again,
ya tiene mucho.
So again, Kayla, best word again to describe her would be determination. Thank you.
Thanks, Jamie. All right, next we have Giovanna.
Hi, my name is Giovanna, and before ANU, I was working mostly retail jobs, just kind of trying to make ends meet. And then I finally decided that was enough, and I wanted to join the ANU program to get into something in construction. And while working at retail, I just felt like there was no room for advancement. I couldn't move ahead and, reach my full potential. So I thought something else like career-wise would be more fitting for me. So this class has impacted me in many ways, and I think one of the ways is by being able to connect with a mentor or more than one mentor, which in this case would be Jamie and Cece and Ryan. A big thank you to them. And then also my teammates. I met a lot of really cool people that want the same thing I do, and that motivated me to keep going. So I haven't applied to any trades yet, but my number one option right now is electrician. I've always wanted to be an electrician, and it's just something that I think would be best for me. Other than that, I've thought about the insulators union and the operating engineers after practicing the forklift yesterday. So in 5 years, I see myself hopefully finishing up my apprenticeship journey and becoming a journeyman. I would also love to, by this time, own a home and definitely be financially free. And I just want to say a big thank you to Cece Collins, Jamie Jackson, and Ryan Rogers for helping us out so much, for being there for us when we really needed someone. And then also to all my classmates. I mean, without you guys, I wouldn't have done it.
So Giovanna, committed. I think for Giovanna, there was some real soul searching for the trade that really spoke to her. And after kind of evaluating all of them, she did decide on sheet metal. And very proud of her. She submitted her application. And again, that commitment to making a decision with confidence, committed to, again, that well thought out piece. I couldn't be happier for her being able to just really drill in on the trait that spoke to her. And I can't wait to get the updates on how things are going, because I know that she's going to be excellent student or apprentice, as well as an excellent employee. And again, looking forward to her keeping us abreast. Thank you.
Thanks, Jamie. So we have Lateika.
Hi, my name is Lateika, and before I knew, I was at Food Services of America. I was there for about 2 years. I was a program sales account specialist, and I really loved my job until the company sold. Once the company sold, I was back at WorkSource, and I had to look for another job. I was tired of working dead-end jobs. I've worked retail. I've made it up to supervisor positions there, and they never really went anywhere. I've had warehouse jobs, and I was just looking for something new. My counselor at WorkSource, she suggested Anew, and I decided to give it a try. I'm a hard worker, so I was pretty confident that I would excel in the program, and once I got here, actually, I love it here. So. The biggest takeaway for me is probably the physical fitness portion. We're not getting any younger, and I just reached 30 in February. And just to be able to get up and be active and it's changing my life for the better. I'm actually going vegan because of this program. I make sure to drink my water every day. I feel myself gaining a lot of energy. I do have 2 small children, so it does feel nice to have that energy back and be able to be active and take care of your business every day. And getting up early, that's a good aspect of the program as well. So where I see myself in the future, I do see myself in a better situation than I am now. When I started the program and since COVID hit, I pretty much lost my house, lost my car, lost my job, had to struggle with childcare and daycare due to all the schools being closed. So where I see myself in the future, especially after this program, I see myself saving up money for emergency situations such as the COVID. I also see myself back on track to purchasing a house. I see myself in a brand new car. I see my children with their separate rooms. They're getting older and they're 5 years apart, so they really want their own rooms. And I see myself being able to afford that. Also saving up money for their future as far as college and just making better choices. So, yeah. I would like to thank everyone in this program, Cece, Jamie, Ryan, for help pushing us and not letting us slack off, and just giving us that courage to keep moving forward, and letting us know that we are capable and able to do it. Without you guys, a lot of us probably wouldn't have made it. I also would like to thank my parents for, helping me with the kids so that I can complete this program, and understanding that I'm trying to do something better with my life by completing this program. Also, I want to thank my counselor at Work Source, because without her, I would have never known about this program, and I feel like by her putting that bug in my ear, it's pushing me to be a better me. So.
Lateika, one word to describe Lateika's her sense of purpose. Sorry about that. She had a clear vision of what she wanted to accomplish from day one. Very much focused on her goals, and really persevered until she got the results she was looking for. And I think that, you heard her speak in her own words. I mean, that's really her taking the information that she was given and just kind of disseminating that and determining what worked best for her, whether it was, looking at her nutrition, looking at her, exercise regimen, or her skills within the shop or what have you, just really purpose. I mean, her sense of purpose was right on. And again, I couldn't think of a different word to describe her. Thank you.
Oh, and before the next one, I just want to mention, if you hear thumps in the back of the video, that is the students testing out rebar. So hard at work in the background on some of these.
Hi, my name is Michele, and before Anu, I was a chef for about 10 years in Seattle, different kinds of restaurants, mostly fine dining. And I loved it. It's my passion to cook at home, but not necessarily professionally anymore. And I decided to join the Anu program because I do love to create, and I feel like construction is just a different type of creativity, whether you're creating it home in the kitchen or building a giant high-rise. It's really something that I wanted to get into, and Anu, I saw, had the capability of giving me that foundation that I needed to get into the trades. Anu has had an impact on my life in a lot of positive ways. Besides the physical strength that we get every day by doing our ACEs and practicing our trade rotations, the discipline that we get, I think, is definitely something I needed in my life, some structure. And I know that that is going to be a big part of the job. So I'm just really happy that I was able to get this part done. I'm pretty torn between the operating engineers and the cement masons. So those are my top two trades, and I have applied already to both of them and am patiently awaiting callbacks on interview times. So I'm very excited for both of those trades, or to see which one gets back to me first, I guess. I'd really like to thank the class, the entire class. They are just the most positive, upbeat women that I have had the pleasure of, getting to know. I haven't met a lot of women like that, and it definitely gives me some hope out there that the positivity's there. And also, of course, the instructors for just kicking my ass and making me stronger and prouder.
Michele, best word One word to describe Michele: idealistic. She really cares about what she values in life, and has a vision of what's possible, and has plans to make her ideals real. And I mean, even in class, just, you know, being able to tag on additional information when I would be facilitating or talking to this, you know, and us having class discussion. Always being able to bring another side to the coin so that give us some food for thought. Definitely appreciate her more than she could ever imagine, and looking forward to hearing about her future endeavors.
Next, we have Allison.
My name is Allison, and I'm 28 years old. Prior to ANEW, I was pretty much just working to pass the time. Ever being able to financially support myself just seemed completely out of reach. I worked as a shift supervisor and a warehouse associate, and most recently a delivery driver. My dad worked as a heavy equipment operator for Local 302 for about 30 years and had always encouraged me to explore the trades. I only wish that I'd done it sooner. Where do I begin with what ANEW has given to me? I truly feel like it has prepared me on every single level. It's given me my growth mindset back. I grew up as an athlete, but through adulthood, kind of lost that competitive edge and that spirit. This program, I feel, has truly given me my confidence back, and it's just opened so many doors for me that I just feel like this program has given me a complete new level of confidence and truly prepared me for the trades in every aspect. I'm currently in the application process for Local 32 and aspiring to be a commercial plumber. I'm very much so looking forward to my interview in December, and I feel like the mock interviews have very much prepared me for that. And also speed mentoring. I got to meet someone who went through this program as well, graduated, and is now in Local 32, and I plan on keeping contact with her as a mentor. I also want to just take this time to really thank Jamie, Cece, and Ryan for all of the effort and passion that you guys have put into this program. You guys have truly helped me find myself again and given me a whole nother level of confidence and strength going forward. And also I want to thank my mom and my dad. Without this, it would not be possible. I really don't know where I'd be without them. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I love you more than anything.
Jamie, you're muted.
Sorry about that. So Allison, say again, definitely, we always felt appreciated. And that was not just by Allison, by a number of the students. I definitely wanted to say that. One word to describe Allison would be very considerate, respectful of others, people's needs and feelings. Consider others' needs as important as her own, as well as put herself in other people's shoes. And I always thought that that was just really, really admirable character in her, as well as the others that I've mentioned, the one word that describes them. But again, being considerate, that's Allison every day, all day. And again, another person I cannot wait to hear about her journey. Thank you.
Next, we have Denise.
My name is Denise Nicole Johnson. Prior to coming to ANEW, I was a career and educational navigator, pursuing my degree in positive youth development. COVID happened and it really set me back. It made me realize that a degree in higher education, at the end of getting my degree, I would be going to a job where they were paying $15 an hour. So when I balanced out if I could finish my bachelor's degree and go to a job that I was overqualified for and underpaid, or would I go into the trades where I could be paid what I'm worth? During my time at ANEW, some of my favorite things are the real passion for resiliency. Perseverance is something that I've learned throughout my life, but you really apply it through this program. through coming to class on time, getting here, and knowing that there's a struggle every single day in the real life world of trying to pay bills. It's an unpaid training, and just making sure that no matter what, I'm gonna show up on time. Like, this is a job. It is a job to me. I love the work that we do here. I love the fact that Cece brings in real life stories from the trades. She not only shares with us what happens on the field, but she shares her true stories with us, and that resonated with me. When she shared her story, I thanked her for taking the time to come back and give back to each and every one of us as students, as women, because she lifted us up in a way that I needed that feedback as a woman to step into my future, into the trades. And I'm just excited from the money mindset classes that we're learning. Ryan sat with me and I'm like, I have a budget that needs help right now in this moment. And I was able to have instant savings on my budget, instant savings that impacted my family immediately. From Jamie talking to me about anxiety. And I didn't even realize, I'm a career and education navigator that helped people interview, but I didn't realize that I had interview anxiety and that it resonated with me in a different way. So just this program all around, from providing us with nutritional insight and just helping us shape our minds for the careers that we're going into. It's a holistic program that really touches on every aspect of our lives. It's more than just getting physically ready. It gets you mentally and emotionally ready for the trades. My goal is to go into the laborers. I love the fact that they are community-based and community-driven. It's funny, I was talking to my children about our future plans, and I told them if I could be any tool in the toolbox, I would be an impact driver. And the reason is because I know that I'm here to impact my community, and I know that I'm here to drive this mission forward. And I know that being a laborer, I can do anything. I'll learn so many different scopes of work. And I know that through this program, Cece, Ryan, and Jamie have prepared me to go out into the industry and really impact my community even further. And so I just want to thank anew, from Megan to Karen to Michelle to my classmates, Cohort 111. We did it. We are hustlers. We're real gritty. We're real grime. We got this. I'm so excited to see where we're going to go. We are the future voices and leaders of tomorrow. So you might see me one day as a business agent for Local 242. Hopefully they'll hire your girl.
Oh boy, Denise gives me life like all the other students do. It's a great cohort. One word to describe Denise would be respectful. Always spoke courteously to everyone. Honored wisdom of others, I mean, beyond. And as you can see, she spoke to that as well. She treated others with dignity. And again, those are some great qualities of character. And her motivation to move forward and persevere and have a better understanding, all of that just, you know, all in one person, just, I cannot wait to see again, you know, with all of our students, but especially Denise, I cannot wait to see how she, you know, how things come into fruition for her. And I look forward to hearing the details. Thank you.
Thanks, Jamie. And just before we move on, just a little plot twist for those of you who've been watching the gallery. The user that has iPhone is actually Denise. She's out on pre-job with the cement masons right now. So if you've been seeing someone laying out some concrete, that is her. So she is tuning in while working at pre-job, which is awesome. So just wanted to mention that before. All right. Next is Cassie.
All right. Hi, I'm Cassie Kohl. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm part of Cohort 111. So my life before this, I was in a totally different union. I was an actor, a stage actor. So I made my living just going show to show. So it would be a lot of contract work, not a lot of reliability there, but it was absolutely what I loved. And then when COVID hit, that shifted everything. We were in the middle of a run of a show and we got an email that we weren't allowed to come back and finish that. I had booked out a whole year of shows. It was really exciting. There were so many like big exciting things that I was excited to do, and it's all gone. So I'd always been interested in the trades. I had a few friends back in Oregon who went through a program similar to this. And so I got to see what it was like for them with the classwork and what the process was like. And my grandfather was also a painter, so I feel like it's a little bit in my blood. It's always been something I've been interested in, but I didn't know how I would be able to do both with my other career. But now that career is gone pretty much, I mean, it might come back, but just in a different capacity. I'm really passionate about this, about going into the trades and shifting my life and still being able to be on my feet and working with my body and starting new contracts and seeing them to completion. And I love the idea of seeing things around the city that I've had a part in, where I can say like, oh, I did the framing on that. Like, oh, you see that building? I laid the concrete for that, or whatever. And a huge thing that I love about this program is the relationships that I've made. I remember with our initial kind of orientation, I was talking with Simone, and there was another cohort that was starting, and it was a lot closer to where I'm living. But she gently pushed for, well, you know, I've heard that the relationships built are really important. So if you are leaning towards going to the all-female cohort, I would highly recommend doing that. And I'm so glad that she said that, because it's totally worth the drive. The human beings in this group, I just feel like we were all meant to be in this group together. Specifically, like I remember day one, like specifically Kendra just jumping up and diving in to be like, do you need help with that? I'm like, oh, yes, I do, thank you. And Denise specifically helping me and getting me through a little rough spot where I was starting to feel emotional about not being able to accomplish something. And Allison being such a huge cheerleader for all of us when we were all strangers and carrying these huge cinder blocks. And she was the first one to say like, you got this, keep going, good form. So that's been huge. Just knowing that I have like 24 human beings who are in my same boat and who have my back, and there's not a ton of competition. It's just wanting to build each other up. And and being under the leadership of Cece Collins is incredible. Like, she's the reason that I want to maybe come back here one day and give back and be an instructor, maybe someday. 5-year plan, I don't know. And Jamie's been absolutely phenomenal. She makes me feel secure in my strengths, and she knows how to pull those strengths out of you and better them and showcase them. And the timing of this was perfect because we're in the process of buying a house, and Ryan Rogers has been an incredible resource for that. He's a wealth of knowledge. And just exposing all of us to changing money habits, so that we can be prepared for making those journey wages someday, or even apprenticeship wages. So I see myself in a few years. I want to be journeyed out. I want to be on the path to be a superintendent. I want to do it all. I want to be a foreman as soon as I possibly can. I love the idea of leadership in smaller groups. I think that sounds really exciting. And I've been most interested in carpentry. So I already had my orientation, and fingers crossed, I have a few companies that I really want to work for. So I've been contacting them. So we'll see.
Cassie, I am so going to miss hearing your beautiful voice. Has a wonderful singing voice, and I mean, whether she was mopping or hammering or what have you, you could hear her singing a tune, singing a song, and it was just kept us all really joyful in being here and being together. One word to describe Cassie would be diligence. You can trust in her that she's going to do a good job, pays careful attention to the task at hand, and practices to the point of excellence. And, again, I think the word, even those 3 short sentences still does not really speak to her diligence in the way that I'd love to. We don't have enough time for that, but definitely, again, commend her for being here and being so supportive and positive and just chipping in, and never had to ask her to do something, just was a quick study, kind of looked and saw what was happening, what wasn't happening, and just stepped right in there. And that to me makes for a valued employee, not just a worker. Thank you.
Next we have Grace.
Well, my name is Grace Nyagodhie Mahindu, and I'm a single mother of 4 grown kids. And before I joined ANU, I was working in the healthcare as a caregiver for the last 7 years. And as much as I loved my job and the people I was working for, being confined in one place didn't work out for me, and that's why I decided to step out in faith and pursue my career in construction. I'm so much grateful to have known ANU and to get the opportunity to be in ANU, to be trained, to be empowered, to be, knowledgeable about different trades. Because initially when I was coming, I thought my idea was just construction. But when I got here, I learned, construction is bold, it's wide, and I've been able to train and learn about different kind of trades, and now I'm ready to go, and I really appreciate it. Right now I'm in the carpentry. I wanna specialize myself in carpentry because I like doing on-hands jobs, and because I grew up in the farm, and in the farm there's so much on-hands jobs. All the time you have the hammer, you have a djembe, you have all this stuff. That really motivated me, and actually I'm just a person who wants to be outside and doing manual jobs, on-hands jobs, and I like it. And I'm excited for ANU, for the opportunity it has given me to grow, and I would like to journey out as a carpenter, and to enable me get paid better wages so that I can better my life and better the life of my family and help friends and buy myself a house and have a good life.
Grace was truly an inspiration to all of us. And what she truly brought, I believe, to this cohort was just a cooperative. She was very cooperative, but just cooperation as a whole. She worked well with others. She believed in sharing the load, and didn't have a problem asking for help when she needed it. But again, Grace came to us eyes wide open, wanting to learn as much as she could about different trades. And she did settle on painting, but she definitely has the skill set to be successful in whatever trade she chooses, just by applying herself. So Grace, I look forward to hearing about your journey as well, and you keep up the good work and keep me posted. Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have Shanalynn.
Hi, my name is Shanalynn Mariano-Franco. Before I knew, I was stay-at-home mom of 3, and I've been a stay-at-home mom for probably about 15 years, off and on. I went to school for professional baking in 2011, and I started home baking within that time. And so I've been just basically a stay-at-home mom and baking on the side. The new program has impacted me physically, yeah, and helped me grow as far as like building relationships here. I mean, there's a lot of amazing women here to know from where they came from, and especially me, you know, just I kind of sheltered myself. So coming out here and actually doing this just for me has impacted me a lot. And to get emotional about that, because I try not to surround myself with a lot of, you know, stuff. I'm the type of person that likes to just kind of keep things neutral and not have any strife in my life. But I mean, if I don't learn from that, you know, what good am I to myself? So, I mean, it has impacted me a great deal, especially physically. I mean, I was already physical. I would work out and stuff like that, but it wasn't so intense to where I pushed myself. And this has pushed me a lot further to actually know that I can actually do something for myself. My plan moving forward from this program is finishing my application to operating engineer. That's where I really love to go. But in the meantime, if that doesn't pan out right now, I was looking into 242, so in the labor's union. I know there's other ones that I was looking at, but you know, I really want to get into operating engineer. And you know, knowing, you know, as a kid, wanting to be in one of those big machineries, that was like a goal of mine when I was little, but I never thought that I could actually be doing something like that if I work hard enough. I want to thank Anu and all of the women here that I've basically done life here at Anu. They've impacted me in a way where it's really encouraging. And regardless if we don't, you know, hang out, you know, outside of class, each one of them are very special in their own way. So I do thank them. And also Cece and Jamie, very helpful and encouraging when need. And Ryan with his budgeting and, you know, business mentality, which is a really good thing to actually look on when you get out there, you know, and when you're making family wages. So I really thank them. And this program is very, very awesome for a person like me. So.
Oh boy, Shanalynn, I'm having a tearful moment. I think the one thing that stood out, or one word that best described her, would be her humility. Just very considerate of the needs of others and sees the needs of others as important as her own. She does her best because that's who she is, not because she's trying to impress anyone. And she values the ability to keep growing and learning. You know, it's really hard sometimes as women, especially if we've been doing home care with our families, to really see that we have skill sets that are there, that we're using on a daily basis. And just because it's not a 9 to 5, you know, we don't oftentimes count it. So we did have a little exchange debate about, you know, work history. You know, we walked through it, and as we were talking, and then I said, she started showing me her portfolio for her baking. You're a professional baker. You have a home business. You know, what? So again, just us being able to dig deep and be vulnerable and share our backgrounds so that we can help one another and each one reach one. I can't say enough about this cohort, because again, to have one word, narrow it down to one word, when a number of these words apply to all of them. I just wanted to, you know, for the sake of time, keep it this way. But again, extraordinary student. And again, I look forward to seeing and witnessing her journey as well.
Next, we have Jessica.
My name's Jessica, and I have spent most of my life in retail. I rose through the ranks pretty quickly and was a store manager for the past 5 or 6 years. I really kind of felt like I topped out there and that there wasn't much more room for growth or improvement, which led me to looking into apprenticeship programs. And as I was searching through apprenticeship programs, I found out about ANU. And the second I heard what ANU actually did, I knew that was the place I was supposed to be. And I applied immediately that same day and got in for the physical tryouts day and have been in ANU since then. ANU has changed my life in so many ways so quickly. We're in only an 11-week program. It seems like a long time when you first start, but now I'm here and close to the end of it, and I have to look back on everything that I've learned. And it's just pushed me so much in my confidence and my physical capabilities. And I've done things that I didn't think that I could do. And that's largely due to Cece and Jamie constantly pushing me to be my best and giving me the motivation to do things that, again, I didn't think that I could ever do. And just having such inspirational women around me in my class has really pushed me to continuously strive to be better and know that I can accomplish what I'm setting out to accomplish in the trades. I'm applying to the laborers up here in Seattle, Local 242, and I plan on journeying out with the laborers as quickly as possible, and then working my way up to foreman would be my 5-year plan. I'm really excited about that opportunity, and I have orientation coming up, so my application will be in soon. And I just want to thank everybody here at ANU for everything that they've done. This program really does change women's lives, and I know that this is going to be a lasting effect on me for the rest of my life being in this program. And I want to thank all the other girls in the program too for being so inspirational, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you for what you've accomplished over the last 11 weeks.
Jessica, one thing I can say first and foremost is that Jessica's leadership style was so inviting to me as a leader. There was times where, you know, I would call on her to help me better explain something to the class. Just always there, very mindful, you know, the integrity, the one word that I'm describing her with was integrity. Her integrity for standing up for what she believes in and doing the right thing, even when it's hard, and leading by example. And again, a number of leaders in this cohort. So this doesn't just apply to her as it pertains to the leadership piece, but at the same time, for me and Cece and Ryan and us being leaders in regards to the program, it's always nice to have students that can take the lead, especially when you have a group of 20 people. You can't meet everyone's needs at the same time, but she was always seemed to be very observant and able to step in and help mitigate a situation or, you know, find out how we can better do something or give, I mean, case in point, she had made a list of all of the, I believe it was strengths, if I'm not mistaken, for mock interviewing. And because some of our, you know, some of us had some anxiety, they had anxiety about how to communicate their strengths and toot their own horn. And how do I say it? And just giving them a list of words. And I saw that she had handwritten, and I was like, oh no, I need that. But that's the type of leadership. I mean, and I always think the best leaders lead from behind as well as they lead from being, the person in charge or the person that's facilitating something. So again, Jessica, you will be missed, your energy, synergy, as well as your leadership. Thank you.
Next, we have Stefanie.
Hi, my name is Stefanie Price, and before coming to the ANU program, I was a single mother of 2 beautiful children who had a really nice job, but I decided that I wanted a career, and so that's why I joined ANU. The reason why I joined ANU is because I loved their mission statement, and I love the idea of essentially building the world in which we live in with my bare hands. It's tangible evidence of my hard work. So not only have I learned the fundamentals of construction and tools and the trade itself, but my instructors have taught me how to walk with purpose and to really dig down deep and to valiantly strive for success, not just with myself, but with my peers. I think it's really, really amazing. They push us beyond the limits that we had set for ourselves. After completing the ANU program, I see myself finding a company that I can really build upon and learn everything from the ground up. I want to learn all aspects that I can. I'm shooting for laborers because laborers are really the first people to get in there and the last ones to leave, and they work side by side with every single trade that there is. I see myself, I want room for growth. And I want to thank Cece, Ryan, and Jamie for never giving up on us and pushing us to be the best that we can be. And to all you ladies who are graduating, I'm so proud of each and every one of you, and I know that you're going to do great things out there, and I look forward to seeing it. Thanks.
Congratulations, Stefanie. I'm so happy for you. When some things that come to my mind when your name pops up is you're such a hard worker. I think everyone could say that. When we would work out, I would see you outworking me, and I'm the one that's leading these workouts. So I think everyone in the class could, see how hard you really work. I'm so excited to see what's in the future. I know that the laborers and operators is in your future. So you're a motivation for everybody. You work through pain the whole time, and you're a success story waiting to happen. So I look forward to following up with you here soon, and you take care.
Thanks, Ryan. Next, we have Desiree.
Hi, my name is Desiree Ramos. Before ANU, I was working in a lot of production work. I did that for a very long time. My very first job, and I stayed in production. It was repetitive. It was almost like feeling like a robot. And then I eventually led me down some paths and took its toll on me, and I ended up going to a treatment facility. And now, being in that treatment facility, of course, cleared me up and helped me see the bigger picture and what I really want out of my life and what I want in my life. And I want to be part of something bigger. I want to be inspired. I want to be a part of something that I feel like is a whole, a part of a whole. And I can share within my purpose, find a purpose. And I think entering the trades and being a part of this school and being mentored by Cece Collins and Ryan Rogers and Jamie Jackson, they're a part of something huge and whole, and is inspiring, and is giving me a chance. And I want to personally thank them and all the women that are here in this class with me. You guys are amazing women and strong. It's so motivating, so determining, so much determination I'm getting out of the school and independence. I've never dreamed of, it's it's a dream come true. It almost feels like it's too good to be true. And I'm very grateful, very humble, and I would love to go into the painters union or drywall. The ultimate goal would be heavy machinery, but until I work on my GED, while I'm in at least long-term painters for a good 5 years, get some skills underneath my belt, open up some more trades for myself.
Amazing, Desiree. I think about, one word. Jamie likes to use one word, and I think about the adversity always comes to my mind when I think of your name. You went through adversity and the transitions that you went through in those 11 weeks. We've worked with a lot of women in these programs, and for the transitioning that you went through in those 11 weeks, not a lot of them make it, and you made it, Desiree, so you should be very proud of yourself. I look forward to seeing your future as a painter, and I know that you got more goals to go, and trust me, I'll be here with you the whole way. So you're not alone. We're here for you. Take care, okay?
Next, we have Brittany.
Hi, my name is Brittany, and previously to coming to Anew, I had a couple of different careers. I was a pharmacy technician at a large hospital in Tacoma, and then I was also a real estate agent working for a real estate company as an office job at the same time. I decided that I needed to do something different because with those careers, unfortunately, were just very stagnant, and I needed a better income, so I wasn't just living paycheck to paycheck. Over the last 11 weeks being in the Anew program, it has impacted me physically, mentally. It's challenged me to push myself. I am doing way more fitness than I've ever done in my life. And also just mentally getting to know all the girls and making lifelong friendships, and just pushing me to do my best. I have recently applied for the operating engineer's apprenticeship, so I'm hoping to hear back from them and hopefully I get in. I am also considering applying it to the heat and frost insulators and also sheet metal. I think that all of these trades that I've been learning here will help me in the construction industry. I want to give a huge shout out to Cece, Jamie, and Ryan. If it wasn't for them, I definitely would not be here. They've supported me so much throughout this whole process, and I am very grateful for them. Also, I have to shout out to my boyfriend who has supported me through the whole process. If it wasn't for him as well, I would not be doing this program. I would still be having to work a job and living paycheck to paycheck. So thank you so much.
Brittany, so happy for you. We, I don't typically use the one word scenario that Jamie always uses, but when I think of Brittany, I think of how tough you are. You went through an injury midway through the program, and you still stuck it out. You were working your butt off during those finals. I know your ankle was swollen the whole time. I know you're hating me underneath that voice of yours during those workouts. But you worked so hard through that whole time period, just seeing the agony in you, but still pushing yourself through it. You could have totally given up. You didn't have to go through finals. You could totally have done your finals next week. And no, you wanted to get it done probably at 60, 70%. And that shows a lot about your character, Brittany. So, sky's the limit for you. You have such a good head on your shoulders, and I can't wait to see where you end up.
Next, we have Devin.
Hi, my name is Devin, and I am so proud to be graduating from Anew. Today is important to me because I have come a long way in life. Through many family and personal struggles. In my teens and early 20s, I struggled with early motherhood and addiction. Life was hard. Then 3 years ago, I was given an opportunity to join local 252 laborers. I loved the work and the benefits. Unfortunately, a year later, work slowed down and I was laid off. However, that very same day, I went down to the recycling yard and gained employment as a lead metal buyer. It wasn't a dream job, but it was a job. I quickly became depressed with no hope of ever having a better career for myself. I thought I'd always be working dead jobs. But then I heard about a new from a couple different people, and I actually knew someone that graduated and gained employment. I decided to leave my job and pursue a new. A new has helped me tremendously. A new is a foundation to build my future on. The teachers at a new believed in me when no one else did, not even myself. I'm applying for a laborers union. In 5 years, I see myself journeying out and buying my first home. I want to give a shout out to a new and all the instructors who believed in me and pushed me every day to become my best. Thank you, Cece, Jamie, and Ryan, and everyone at a new helping me along the way. Lastly, I want to thank my family. Without their support, I wouldn't be here today. Special thanks to my husband for his support and to my daughter for being my inspiration to create a better future.
Devin, I love to see it. I think this may be the first live video of someone at the job site while at a graduation, so this is pretty cool. Devin was a go-getter. Devin knew in the beginning that she had a barrier to get through her GED early, and for her to have more opportunities throughout the program and to apply for more trades, and she went after it. She hired a tutor to help her get through the math and worked with our math instructors endlessly, and was always updating us on what she needed to do to get through of what her goal wanted to be. And now she's there. So Devin, sky's the limit for you. Obviously, you're already out there doing your 2-week pre-apprenticeship. We see you out there eating your yogurt. So you take care. We'll be in touch. And obviously, you're going to be out here to work here soon. So I'll be following up with you here soon. And life-changing stuff's about to happen. So happy for you, Devin.
Next, we have Cassandra.
Hi, my name is Cassandra. Before ANEW, I was working in a bunch of customer service jobs, and I was at a standstill in my life, and I decided to go in the trades like my parents, and I found ANEW, and since then it's had a pretty big impact on my life. I have a sense of direction now with where I'm going in my life, and I feel a lot of clarity now that I've been doing the program for a few weeks now, and it's just made me a better person, just physically, mentally, emotionally, professionally. Just the things we've done have really made me be my best self so far. And I can see myself improving throughout the time that I've been here so far. I'm currently in the process of applying for Local 46 electricians. It's what I looked into when I first started ANEW. And throughout the program, although I learned about many of the trades, I still feel like this one is the one for me. In 5 years, I see myself journeying out as an inside wire electrician and being financially stable, finally, and in the process of buying a house, hopefully, and just being happy with where I am in my life. I'd like to thank my parents for believing in me that I can do anything that I want in my life. I'd also like to thank my girlfriend for pushing me to also do this program. I'd also like to thank the instructors for pushing us all to be our best selves. And who else? Oh, my colleagues, my peers, they also motivated me a lot throughout this program. And you guys are awesome.
Oh, that was awesome, Cassandra. Was that a peace sign? Cassandra, something about you is you never give up. You never give up. It shows a lot about your character throughout the whole time, whether it be a workout or finals or whatever it may be. And if you wouldn't have quite made that time, there's no way you were stopping. You know what I mean? And I think everyone in the class could see that you weren't going to stop. You're going to keep going until you finish. And that shows a lot about your character. There's no reason why you can't become an inside wireman electrician. I think you have everything that you need to go after it. So go after it, Cassandra. You're going to get there, and I look forward to seeing it. Take care.
Next, we have Jocelyn.
Hi, my name is Jocelyn. Before I knew, I was working in retail full-time, and I did customer service for a couple years. And then I heard about a new because my mom sent me a link, and I was just kind of like really tired of working in retail. And I knew that wasn't like the job for me that I wanted. And I wanted like a career and everything. And so I clicked on this link and I started to like read about it and read about like the opportunities and what they had to offer. And I was like really interested in it because I'm a very like hands-on person and I like tangible results and everything. And so I was like, why not? Like, I'll try it. And I pushed myself out of my comfort zone. Like, this was way out of my comfort zone. And I ended up loving it, and I still love it. I think the biggest takeaway from ANU is just like I realized today, like when we were testing and everything, that like they really do push you more than what you think you're capable of, and I feel like they see like the best in you and like your full potential, even though you may not really see it. And I definitely have never been around like such an amazing group of girls. Like I've never been around so many people that are here to like support you and push you. Trade-wise, I'm undecided. I have a few trades that I'm interested in though. I did already apply to the operating engineers. Really interested in like the cement masons and then the laborers as well. Hopefully within the next couple of years, I mean, I would like to journey out and potentially be buying my like first home and everything. I just really want to say thank you to all the instructors and to all the girls here. Like I said earlier, like I've never met such a supporting group of girls, like anywhere, not even in sports or nothing. And they've really been a huge support. I mean, holding me accountable, like being here every day, being on time, and really like pushing myself like out of my comfort zone and really seeing like how far I can go when it comes to like the stations and everything. And I've honestly learned so much, and like I'll take everything that I learned here into like everything that I do in the future.
Jocelyn, you're such a go-getter. When I think of you kind of make things look easy. You obviously come from an athletic background and it's come on into construction, and you're, like everybody's been saying in the chat, you're a beast. I'm really looking forward to seeing where you end up. You're such a young person that has your life ahead of you. So, sky's the limit for you as well. You can become an operator, cement mason, laborer, whatever it may be. But I think we all know that you can succeed in all three of those. So look forward to following up with you here soon, and you take care.
Next, we have Amy.
Hi, my name is Amy, and before ANU, I was working as a hairstylist for the past 10 years. And I'd say during quarantine was when I really got in on doing home improvements on my house because everybody had the time off. So I re-roofed my house. I did a bunch of projects, and that really got me thinking about going into the construction industry. And I kind of have realized that it would be tough as a woman to get out into the field. So I stumbled upon, my boyfriend he's in the cement mason, so he had a pamphlet that he would get. And I ended up looking up the cement masons online, and I scrolled down to I got real deep. We went into the steel edge women's group, and then I think at the bottom I ended up finding ANU, so I went to ANU's website, and here I am. So this class has personally helped me in, not only the knowledge base, because coming from a hair background, I didn't have much knowledge, but I feel like it also has helped develop me physically and mentally a lot stronger. So I feel like I am more confident going out into the field, and I'm excited, and I pretty much owe everything to this program because it's changed my life. So
So where I see myself going from here is I actually had my orientation today for the laborers, and tomorrow I'm going to go sit in on a fellow classmate's tryouts for the ironworkers because I'm also interested in that. So I'm just excited to like get in the industry and bust my booty and have fun. The people I'd like to thank are all my classmates, Cohort 111, and Cece and Jamie and Ryan and everybody at ANU. And I also would like to thank my boyfriend who believes in me when I don't always believe in myself. So thanks.
Oh, Amy, such a spunk of energy. And when I think of Amy, she's a Terminator. It's almost like she can run forever, work out forever, carry rebar forever, wheelbarrow all day. I just think she's so strong, and you're going to be successful in any trade that you do go into. Just make sure that continue to work out, and hopefully someone will be able to get you sore, because obviously you don't ever get sore from our workouts. So take care, and you have a good day.
Next we have Zoe.
Hey there, my name is Zoe Seal, and before this, I graduated high school in 2018, and I was working at Home Depot in the tool rental department, and I graduated from AmeriCorps in CCC. I joined the ANU program because I always liked the idea of going into a trade, and I wasn't quite sure how to get my foot in the door, and this program just did it for me, and now I'm confident in my skills and I'm ready to do it. This program has taught me a lot about myself, transferring skills from AmeriCorps and CCC, for one, bringing out the self-discipline and showing myself that I'm physically fit to be able to do the job well, and as well, be a good team player. I have patience for more things than I realized, and yeah, I've enjoyed every bit of it. I'm still undecided with my trades, but some of my interests line up with electrical, laborer, and possibly pile drivers. Shout out to everyone here. I love each and every one of you. You guys are inspiring. We're all killing it, and I'm super excited to see where everyone goes.
I love to see that, Zoe. Zoe, took a few weeks to kind of Zoe's personality to come alive. Zoe was kind of shy and reserved and kind of holding on to herself. And then as the group started to get close, you start to see this big, big personality that Zoe has. And one thing I want to mention with Zoe is Zoe is from Vancouver, Washington, so south, and it's about 2.5 hours away. She made a sacrifice to come up here and stay up here to just complete this program. It shows a lot of the dedication that she's made over time. And, when you have that type of dedication and not being paid, but you just get it and taking that energy or the education piece, and for you to make that sacrifice over the 11 weeks long when you live that far away, really shows that you really want it. And I don't see any reason why you won't be able to get into any of the trades going forward. So Zoe, keep it up. You take care, and I'm very proud of you.
Next we have Jenny.
Hi, my name is Jenny. Before ANU, I was mostly working part-time service industry jobs. I wanted to start a new career where I can provide for my children, make more money, and have a better future. I've gained a lot of confidence through the ANU program, and I'm excited for my future and to use all of the skills and the strengths that I've gained while I've been here. I've been pushed physically and mentally, and I've gained professional skills. Sheet metal has my interest because I really like working with my hands and getting to see my efforts visually. So far I've applied to be a pile driver, and I plan on applying for sheet metal and maybe a couple other things. So hopefully in the near future I will be starting an apprenticeship program, and then down the line journeying out and enjoying a successful career.
Yes, Jenny. Speed mentoring comes to mind. In the beginning, it's for those who don't know what speed mentoring is when our alumni who went through the program coming back and talk to our students about the specific trades that they're in. And Jenny immediately got attracted to sheet metal right after speaking with one of the alumni from sheet metal. And it's just, I was surprised with how Jenny's work ethic. She worked so hard, and for some reason, I don't know why the station always comes up, but seeing you wheelbarrow, Jenny, is amazing. You worked your butt off, and it really showed over time. And what also something I really want to mention is during graduation, or Tuesday this week, she was urging to get out of here to go find a material handler position. She wants to get placed. She's very motivated. Sheet metal is her go-to, and she's ready to go. So Jenny, I look forward to following up with you. Hopefully you lock down the material handler position in the next month, and you take care.
All right, and then last but certainly not least, we have Kendra.
My name's Kendra Williams, and before I came to NU, before I started this pre-apprenticeship program, I was homeless and stuck in my addiction. I now have a little over 4 months clean, and I basically changed my whole life with this program. I'm a single mom of 2 children, and in order to keep my job, I was court ordered to go to treatment. I started going to treatment, and then I lost my job, and somebody had mentioned, my case manager there actually had mentioned, right up the street there was a NU. That same day I went in and talked to Karen Dove, and I made it for tryouts on August 31st. My whole life I've felt less than human. I've basically been, if I wasn't a screw up, I wasn't anything. No longer does it matter if I have a past or I have felonies. I have the ability and the natural talent to make a career for myself and stability for my family, which I never thought I could have. Well, I have my orientation for the Laborers Union 242 on Thursday. So I see in the next 6 months to a year to be already established with the company, working for my local union and volunteering as a union rep, while also cultivating a plan to buy my own home. I love my girls. Literally, I feel like I'm always cheerleading, but you guys have definitely pushed me on. Good, bad, ugly, crying or not. I love each and every one of you, and you can always call me. Cece, thank you for being hard on me and pushing me. Jamie, thank you for helping me see perspective-wise and how to handle emotional and interpersonal relationships as I'm going on to a future career. I really appreciate that, and I will be calling you. And Ryan, thank you for giving me hope that my life isn't over. I can keep pushing and striving and become a successful businesswoman one day.
Ryan, you're muted.
Wow. Oh, I'm on mute. Sorry, I apologize, guys. What I was saying was Kendra, for those who didn't notice who were in the gallery, Kendra was with us earlier, and she's out making money right now as a plasterer. So I'm so excited for her. She was first. I think Kayla was there too early, but I think Kendra was first to tryouts. And I was like, wait, is she here for this tryout? And she's like, oh no, she wanted to watch the tryouts before her tryout was going on, just to get an idea of what she's getting herself into. It was pretty cool. Very big personality. It brought everyone together. Her and Cassie dancing everywhere all the time. Love seeing that. Just amazing personality, and just made the group really lively. So Kendra, I'm so excited for you. You're out working right now. I hope you can see this later. And I'll be following up with you soon to go make that money.
Thanks, Ryan. All right, so next we have our 3 Ps and W awards. And the first one we have is punctuality, and we have quite a few recipients of this award. So I'll let Jamie go over these.
Well, as you can see, we, this class, when I tell you punctuality, attendance, I mean, over 70% of this class had 100% attendance. And, you know, oftentimes, especially with COVID and everything going on right now, we really want, and you know, the schools being closed and some people being, you know, mothers of school-age children and all of that, that I cannot tell you how satisfying it was to see how much all of our students, the ones that listed here, Giovanna, Shanalynn, Allison, Denise, Cassie, Grace, Stephanie, Brittany, Devin, Zoe, Jocelyn, Amy, Jenny, Kendra, and Jessica, just how much it meant to have people come, be on time. And I don't mean like on time 6:30, I mean like on time 5:45. Class didn't start till 6:30. So again, just being really diligent and ensuring that we're here on time and ready. So thank you. Perseverance, Cassandra Thompson, yes. Just pushing through. I couldn't say enough. Asked great questions, wonderful follow-up, follow through. Oftentimes we have our own private time and private talking where she'd ask me some detailed questions or what have you, just to make sure she was clear on actions to take. And I just feel like that's going to take you so far, Cassandra, that perseverance and, you know, knowing that I know that your mother is an electrician as well. I am looking forward to seeing you follow in her footsteps and make your own. Positive attitude, Shanalynn Mariano-Franco. Yes, positive attitude. I mean, again, another person that's here every day, you know, at least 30 to 45 minutes early and came with food in hand. You know, wasn't uncommon for, you know, students to bring water for everyone. I mean, just really being mindful. Any extra food you know, non-perishable items, brought those. So again, it was just that whole, having that positive attitude in not just one student, but all of them. But I wanted to, we picked Shanalynn for a reason, just because it was just all across the board with staff, you know, teammates, classmates, what have you, even washed our rags, you know, that we used to clean our tables, you know, just those types of things. It was really hard narrowing it down to the 3 P's and W as it pertained to one person. But I did push for punctuality to make sure that we moved forward with that one and recognized everyone. As for work ethic, Allison Hills. That right there, that self-determination and being very equitable and fair and wanting not that for just herself, for the others around her. I mean, it's gonna really be a true, a wonderful teammate along with a wonderful employee. So thank you, Allison.
All right, let's give it up for TRP Cohort 111. Thanks for sticking with us, everyone. This is, if not the largest, one of the largest classes we've had at TRP for many years. So we're so excited to wish them well. And just one more time, give a round of applause, or a silent round of applause, if you will. And we'll go ahead and close it out. Thank you again to the Port of Seattle for funding this cohort. So a little bit about who we are. We provide free training for people who are looking into getting into successful family wage careers. So I know there's a couple people attending that are wanting to get into the program, and we just thank you for joining us today, and hopefully you were inspired by some of these graduates. So just a quick announcement before I let everyone go off mute and celebrate. We have a really exciting event happening next week. This is our 40th anniversary. ANU was founded in 1980. And so we're doing a lot of different events for fundraising next week, November 16th through the 20th. We have plenty of opportunity to celebrate with us. We have some in-person small group events happening. We have a lot of different virtual events kicking off Monday through Wednesday of next week. And then next Thursday, so a week from today, we have our live stream event and our virtual award ceremony for people in the industry starting at 6 p.m. So before we all leave, I'll put the link to our website in here so that you can check out all of these events. And we really appreciate everyone's time today. Just to give you an idea of the cost of our programs, which we offer for free for students, and where that money that we raise will go. This is just a quick list of the estimated costs for each pre-apprenticeship student. We really appreciate your support if you're able to give back and donate if this has changed your life or lives of people in your family. And we really look forward to next week. There is a virtual auction that I put in the chat box at the very beginning. Some of our students, actually more than half the class, got together and built and designed live edge wood furniture, which usually goes for, you know, a couple $1,000s in a store. And so I encourage everyone to check that out, and I'll put the link in the chat box for that right now. And with that, I'll open it up if anyone wants to go off of mute and just congratulate each other. Family, friends are welcome, and we're happy that you joined us today. Thank you so much.
Hi, Michelle. This is Denise from the St. Mason School.